This is the Radio and Television Arts Department of Ryerson Polytechnical Institute. Once the premier broadcasting school in the country, it is now a panic-stricken community where students have become afraid of their own shadows. Once obnoxious, they are now quiet. Once arrogant, they have now become chronically shy. Once frustratingly outspoken, they are now afraid to even talk, for fear that someone may stick a knife in their guts. And though this may seem to be a positive development, the killings have been cause for much concern. With our special live eye camera, we got these reactions from those closest to the scene.
Well, it will certainly make graduation planning much easier.
I think it's just awful. It's not a bad idea for a personal production, though.
I was wondering why attendance was down.
No, maybe they'll think twice about sitting on a turntable.
No, it doesn't bother me at all. Ah!
It's a wonder they survived this long. They're not the brightest bunch I ever met.
Well, there you have it. Death goes to school, a study in fear. No one knows who the killer is, but that killer must be stopped. The question is, how many more will die before this villain can be apprehended? Meanwhile, terror reigns supreme here in RTA, where some twisted mind is trying to give new meaning to the expression, cutting classes. This is Jason Sanborn for CBC News.
The person in charge of solving this case is one Detective Frank McBird. We have Detective McBird standing by for an interview. Detective McBird, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, over and out, and Roger 10-4.
Detective McBird, do you have any idea as to who exactly the killer is?
Well, he isn't, I don't, well, not exact, well, at this point, I can't, no comment.
How long do you think it will be before you can catch the sick person?
Well, if he's sick, he's probably home in bed. That's a joke, you know, making jokes in the face of extreme danger. Actually, I have no idea when the killer will be caught.
Do you have any leads?
No.
Any clues?
No.
Anything at all which might speed up the end of all this carnage?
Well, there is, no.
Thank you, Detective McBird. You've been most enlightening.
This isn't live, is it? And how much did you say I was getting paid?
And so the story goes. With 38 students already dead and no sign that the killing will stop, RTA is gripped with fear. We will keep you up to date with further reports.
If only there was some sort of pattern.
I think I know who the killer is.
Who? And how do you know?
I was just in Bob Gardner's class, and I was looking around, and everybody was there. Everybody that's still alive, that is, except...
The killer!
Right. And the only person that wasn't there was...
The killer!
Yeah, right. And that person is...
Yes?
Keith McMahon.
Keith McMahon? But I thought he was a great guy.
Keith? No, he's a jerk.
Yes, of course. And if he was the only one not in that class, he must be the killer. Get out an APB on Keith McMahon. McMahon. Capital M, small c, capital M, M-A-N. I want... You what? When? Are you sure? That's too bad. Yes. Thank you.
What is it?
Keith McMahon is not our killer.
He's not? How do you know?
He was found murdered this morning. It's a shame. He was such a nice-looking fellow.
Bird, I think I've got it.
Oh, not again.
Well, this time I'm sure of it.
How do you know?
Well, I followed the suspect, and when Nancy Jane Newbern got murdered, I took a snapshot of it. It's all right here. Oh, damn! I left my notes in the TV studios at school.
Well, who is the killer?
The killer is... Hey, wait a minute. Why should I tell you? I'm the one who figured it out. I'm the one who should get credit for it. Hey, wait!
Damn. I can't let him get credit for this. My career would be ruined. My reputation would be shot. But how can I stop him from telling? Of course. I'll just kill him. It'll look like just another RTA murder. After all, what's one more? I've got to get to those studios. Fast.
What's going on here? Norma! I knew it!
But why?
All those damn kids, phone messages, constantly complaining. It's enough to drive you crazy.
We have plenty of time to go crazy now. In prison. Let's go.
Say, McBird, wait a minute. How did you know to come here, anyway?
Just a hunch.
Oh. Well, I guess that wraps up this case. Have you got another case line?
On my way to the beer store to get one. Need a ride?
Sure.